My firm specializes in workers' compensation and personal injury claims. In fact, I wrote the #1 best-selling book, The Authority on Workers' Compensation Claims in Georgia. In my law practice, we represent so many workers who sustain shoulder injuries on the job. Now, here's a question that we are consistently asked by those workers and their families. What is a fair settlement for my shoulder injury under Georgia's workers' compensation system? Well, the only honest answer I or anyone else can give you or should be telling you is, it depends. There are a lot of attorneys out there that may tell you they think the case is worth $50,000 or $100,000 or $250,000. This is misleading, and honestly, it's just wrong for them to be doing this. They're really doing a disservice to the injured worker because they don't have enough information to give an opinion regarding the true value of the case. Let me explain. I'd want to know the following important factors about their shoulder injury. One, an accurate diagnosis of the injury. Sometimes it's too soon to tell because additional testing needs to be done, like an MRI or a CT scan. Two, the doctor's proposed treatment plan. In other words, what are they going to do for you? Three, what is the length of anticipated disability? How long will it take for you to recover? And four, will future medical care be necessary for you? And if so, how much will that cost? Now, these questions just deal with the injury and your need for medical treatment, but there's so many other factors in our workers' compensation system here in Georgia that affect the value of your case. How much were you making at work before you were injured? Are you receiving weekly compensation checks? And if so, in what amount? These factors are so important because we want to make sure you are receiving the correct amount of money in weekly checks. Also, when calculating the settlement value of a workers' compensation claim, it's important to know what the insurance company's exposure could potentially be for future wage benefits. For example, if the insurance company is paying you the maximum amount of workers' compensation weekly checks, which is currently $575 per week, just 1 year of wage checks is almost $30,000. If you're disabled for 3 years or have that potential for disability, this is almost $90,000 in just wage benefits. When you add in how much the insurance company may also have to pay for future medical treatment, including prescription drugs, physical therapy, additional testing, the future medical needs could also be in the thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars. So what does this mean for you? Well, there are two things I always stress to people that call us about their workers' compensation claims. One, hire an attorney, and not just any attorney. Hire someone that specializes in workers' compensation claims. The last thing an injured worker should do is hire someone that handles a little bit of everything, from DUIs to divorces to real estate transactions, and then allow them to handle your workers' compensation claim? No, you need a specialist. The second thing is to make sure you get the treatment you need so you can get better. You had your health before your on-the-job injury, and that is what you need when all is said and done. And I'll tell you this as well. We are constantly receiving calls from people that hired other attorneys for their workers' compensation claims or their personal injury claims, or they tried to handle the case on their own and they settled their case before they knew completely that they were better or would get better. But their health declined and they didn't get better. Please understand, once your case is settled, that is it. Don't make that mistake. Please don't make that mistake. Give me a call. I'm more than happy to speak with you for a free confidential consultation regarding your case. And one other thing, if you hire me to handle your case, we work for you on a contingency fee basis. This means you don't pay me a retainer. There's no money up front. I'm not paid by the hour, the phone call, the meeting, the email, the letter. I only get paid if there's a recovery for you. And under Georgia's workers' compensation system, the attorney's fees are just 25% of the recovery. Plus, as an added protection to all injured workers in the state, no attorney fees can be charged unless the state board approves it. You have nothing to lose by calling me, but think of all you can lose if you don't. Give me a call. The law office is at Gary Martin Hayes & Associates, 770-934-8000.